Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Debola here. This is your first time joining. Welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, I'm so happy to see you here. Today I'm going to be making soups. I'm going to be cooking. It's going to be a cooking video, but before I even start it and get into the process, let me rant a little bit about food prices in Nigeria. My god, things are getting out of hand, and I know that a number of people have started to talk about it, but I still feel it's not getting the sort of level of attention or priority it deserves, because it was my husband that even went to the market today, and while he was there, we were on the phone, video calls, asking me, okay, is it this, how much do you need? And the prices I was hearing, very ridiculous. Just for jokes, I asked him to check for pepper. I didn't even say tomatoes, I said pepper. So he priced a paint bucket of tomatoes. Please tell me why a paint bucket of tomatoes is 13,000 naira. Like, where are we going with all of this? When is it going to stop? It's clearly beyond rainy season problems at this time. It's more of insecurity, the fact that these farmers cannot go to their farm. They no longer feel safe going to their farms to work, and of course the repercussion of that, or the consequence of that, is food shortage. But the prices are, my god, how are people feeding? I was discussing with my friend the other day, and she said they got a crate of eggs for 5,000. Like, I'm even dreading restocking eggs now. Like, if we finish the one in the house now, maybe we're just going to take a break for a bit, because the last time I bought a crate of eggs, I bought them for 4,200. So knowing that it's already 5,000 just scares me. Like, where are we going? Today I'm going to be making Efo riro and Egusi. It's pretty much the same pepper base for both, but the chief ingredients are a bit different in terms of the vegetables. For the Efo riro, I'm going to be using tete, that's green, and for the Egusi, I'm going to be using ugu, that's fruited pumpkin, and efirin, which is scent leaves. I really love efirin in my Egusi, by the way. If you don't know about that combination, you should try it. It's very lovely, it's very fragrant. There's this feel that it gives when you eat it, and make sure your pepper base is nice anyway. But let's get into it. Okay, see the riro. This is the riro of 100 naira. 100 naira, guys. 100 naira. I'm glad it was my husband that went to the market, so it's not be as if, oh wow, by the way, he haggles better than me. This is my own jurisdiction, kitchen, so I don't sweat it. Just to add, if you are married, please look for the formula that works for your home. There's no blueprint or template besides the word of God. If you're Christian, there's no other blueprint to whatever makes your belly roll and makes your cheek ache with laughter is what is king of. Before you listen to me now and say, it's the husband that is going to the market, and you know that you are the one that has upper hand in market runs in your house. Anything that will make us to save money in this economy, because I'm not about to go and be doing other Christmas in the market. My husband haggles better, way better than me. There's no point. I would allow him, let him do the honors, and when he gets back, I am the Lord and Master of this kitchen. I run the show, I throw down. This place is my center of A++++. This is where I excel. So long and short, don't be fighting over things that are not in your house. This is Pomo. I'm not sure I got the price for this one, but he told me I think one was for 200 naira or something weird. So if you count, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1,000. Even this is not, it's still not bad for 1,000. And this is K2 Markets, by the way, if you're wondering where you got all of this. I'm trying to sort out peppers. So since it's the same pepper base, this place has a lot of this is tatache, my last stock, and I'm sad, but my husband has already gone to help restock because I hate to run low on these things. You have tatashe here, rodo, bawa. I'm going to blend with a lot of onions to help with the heat from the rodo. So I'm just trying to sort peppers from here. So I'd arrange them as if I was going to make stew. I might just make some stew today as well because we're running out. Last year I made it so nice. My husband wants to eat everything with the stew. So here I have this is smoked catfish. This is Wholesome. By the way, these pieces of Wholesome my mommy gave me from the ones that my husband presented on our wedding day. So yeah, I'm still eating items from our wedding. When did we get married? 2022. Thanks to freezer for preservation. I have some bits of goat meat here. I just want the stock, so I'm going to boil them. The stock will help in cooking I'm going to share them between my pots of Efo riro and Egusi. Then I have some bits of chopped riro here. So this I'm going to distribute in the 2 soups as well. Those are the things I'm going to be using really. And let me get started. I want to blend the peppers first because of light. Blend the egusi, do all the things I need light for, get those out of the way, and then continue with the rest. So let's continue. I'm done prepping the peppers now, so I have 2 bowls. This is the pepper base for the Efo riro and egusi, while this is for stew. I want to prep the green now before blanching, so I would typically pluck the leaves myself. Anyway, let me just show you guys a bit. So back in the day, growing up with my parents at home, we used to eat almost fresh from the ground. Like for instance, with vegetables especially, where we buy the farmland in front of our house where different people have like portions and they plant vegetables, peppers and all of that. So the woman we buy vegetables from, we go to our farm. I'm always excited to follow my auntie there, and they are plucking the efo right in before you to bundle to give you. It was that good. Now there's the outbreak of cholera. We are warning people to be careful, watch where they eat, wash their hands before they eat, if possible make their meals at home. I don't know if anyone has realized it yet, but buying food outside, eating out, is almost cheaper than making your own food. But then there's the risk of cholera. It's just a terrible dilemma. It's such a bad situation to be in right now. I don't know how people are feeding. Like, people really eating well? Because you say you want to eat well and then you hear the price of good food, and what would be cheap will be junk, like puff puff. People having to make puff puff food when the puff puff become food. But that's about the only thing that is still like 50 naira now. 50 naira is becoming useless. If you want to buy gala is, I think it's 150, either 150 or 200. So, if you start to think about all these things, you might just lose your mind. And whatever situation you find yourself in, let's always be grateful and thank God for his mercies, because I tell you, some other people are having it worse than you. This thing is healthy, but it's not the loss. See how fat the stock is. By the time I put it in hot water, the way the thing will disappear, you guys will see it now. We'll be here together to watch it. You will not believe that it's the same Efo. I don't want all this stock. They are too big. It's why it seems I'm plucking leaf by leaf, but the stalks are just too big. There's a way my mom used to identify these things. Once she sees it, she will say, Efo only fertilizer lily. This one is natural. I don't know. But the way these stalks are really big, it makes me feel like it's fertilizer grown. Fertilizer grown crops are not bad in themselves, boys. When you overdo it, just look at this. Igileta or Igileta for come where the four course. And where this way. Look at all that sand. See why you have to wash your vegetables? I'm going to blanch now. I'm going to bring hot water to help. Added ice to help stop the cooking process of the leaves so that it can cool quickly. That's why you can see ice cubes in it. Exactly. There's no sand or stone in it anymore. Look at the mud. Look at the mud under this ugu. Hey. For Lagos, it shouldn't be this bad. Look at my hands. And why are you adding coloring to this thing? Just smoke it or dry it out. It doesn't have to be red. Look at my fingertips. Look at the water. I don't even know what sort of color this is, but it's looking like Lucozade Boost. God, please, oh. Hey guys, this is probably the largest spread I've made in a while, but I had to prep the bulk of this off camera so that I don't make this video too long. But we'll start from here. This is the egusi blend and the water from the blend. Here I have egusi, onions and yellow pepper. This is the stock from the goat milk, stockfish and pomo that I boiled. This is ugu. I'll be using part of this for egusi and the other part I'm just going to steam it. This is a pala fish. We're using it to cook as well. This is efo green for efo riro. This is efirin and the ugu I'll be using for egusi, and then leftover ugu and the efirin I'm going to use that to make like steamed veggies. This is the pepper base for the efo riro and egusi. Here I have pomo and some inrero, that's offer. Also there's shaki there's fuku, you know, all that good stuff. I have dry fish here. Here you have catfish and eja. That's like the last bit from my wedding. Then I'm going to make stew. My guys requested for stew, so I have this. This is stockfish. So the stockfish I boiled with the goat meat. I've shredded them. This is smoked or dried prawns, the boiled goat meat, iru, and sliced tomatoes for stew, onions for stew, and efo riro. I already blended onions here, so I won't be needing that. So that's about it for this spread. Let's get cooking. Hey guys, it's about 7:10 p.m. and I just finished cleaning up, washing the dishes. I made dinner. We're having a soup for dinner. I'm tired but I'm excited. I did everything. I made egusi soup, riro stew, and vegetable sauce. I can also eat white rice. Oh, the soles of my feet are hurting, like really hurting. I just want to sit down, eat, and rest. Let me show you. I've dished everything into containers so that they can cool off before taking them into the freezer. Let me just show you what that looks like. So here I have a riro, 2 bowls. I have egusi here, 2 bowls. Stew, this is like 1.5, and then the veggie sauce that we use for white rice and stew is just ugu, saint leaf, chili peppers and onions with some crayfish. Then our eba, the soup is on the burner. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm not going to end this video here guys. I'm really exhausted. Till I see you in another video. Toodoo.